and we're here at the Kissimmee Chick-fil-A with Ricky. What did you do today?
What's up, guys? Ricky Rojas with Bible Study. I got second place in the Kissimmee Regional. 280 players, so not too bad.
And what deck were you playing?
I was playing Tier Ishizu. I was playing a really heavy Bestial engine, so I'll kind of get into that. And then really quick, I just want to do shout-outs. Shout out to my car mates, Anthony and Steven behind the camera. Steven's the best. He's my son.
Yes,
and then shout out to Javi, who got 5th place, Emilio, who got 6th place, and Kevin, who got 7th place, all the Tampa players. Obviously, shout out to Bible Study, my team Bible Study, Liam, Mark, all the guys on there, Trevor. And then shout out to my main testing partners. Biggest shout out is to Michael Baker and David Urpin. Yeah, they were the ones who theorized this deck with me. We sat on a Discord call for like 4 hours and we figured out the deck. So, yep, super good.
All right, well, let's get into it.
So for start, I played 44 cards. These were pretty self-explanatory. If I was playing closer to 40, I could see playing 2 Rhinoheart, but 3 was like fine. Super standard. For the Ishizu engine, which I think is like the part of the deck that people are going to like figure out slowly over time, this is where I'm at right now. This card always got sided out, unless you were playing against exactly Flunder going first or Sprite going first. But against all the other matchups, any matchup that agreement match in, it got sided out. It's only here, so if you go Keldo, pitch a name, you can add Agido and then Agido summon itself, which just didn't come up at all throughout the day. Kelbeck is a great hand trap. There's a bunch of utility. For example, against Sprint, you can summon it, bounce Sprint, and then they don't have enough monsters for a Toad. And then all the shufflebacks were really powerful. The cards were really good. I was impressed with them. I don't think they're like as impressive as people are saying, but it's definitely the best deck. Don't get me wrong. So I played 10. I didn't play Diviner, didn't play Herald. The math on Herald is horrible, so don't play that card. And for the Bestials, I played, this was like what set my deck apart for sure. So I played 12. So I expected at the regional to be playing against a lot of Sprite and a lot of Tier. I actually didn't think there was that much Flunder. I just thought people were going to default to Sprite because it was just like the easiest deck to play besides Flunder, and people don't really like playing Flunder. And I played a Branded Regain and Branded Beast as my targets. So you don't have to play 2 Branded Beasts anymore because you can shuffle it back if you mill it with one of your either your Keller or your Medora. And I played this card. So this was the only card that was different between my and Michael Baker's list. I played this and he did not. Besides that, we played the exact same deck. But I think this card is super good. I think going second, if you draw Bestial plus this, it helps you break boards. For example, my round 9, I was at table 2. I went Bestial Lubellion, and then a pitch to add Druid Swarm, activate Branded Regain, and he literally had to Smashers the Branded Regain, or else like I just went +4. So I think the card is super, super good, super underrated. So yeah, I would definitely be playing it. I would definitely play it again with this many Bestials. And then for the rest of the cards, 3, 1, 1, 1, and both traps.
Oh yeah. All right, we're working on that right now.
Yeah, and then for Scream, I only played 1 because I played such a heavy Bestial engine, so I didn't really want to brick on it. And it was fine. Yeah, I wouldn't change any of this stuff. 44 cards. My main deck felt super solid. Side deck. All the best Link 2s. We're going to leave this card for last. So then I had Baguska, Dweller, Wallow, Beatrice, Divine Arsenal, the Always Zeus. I did Dweller Zeus against Tier players twice. It's really powerful. It just clears their board, and then usually they commit so many resources to making the Dweller that like if you can like just summon your own Dweller Zeus, like usually they're passing and you can just have like Bestials as follow-up. Wallow, I killed 3 people with Wallow today. And Beatrice, I didn't make once because Wallow was always better because I was going second a bunch because I didn't really lose games. So I didn't win that many die rolls, so I just won games 1 and 2, both going second, like a lot. So and then my fusions, I played Muddragon, Kit Kalos, Garura, Dragospellia, Rural Kalos, and Kaleido. I don't think you need 2 Kit because if your opponent is in a position to banish this card with a Bestial, then you probably have already lost the game. So I don't think you need 2. And then the kind of like the interesting card in my extra deck is I played Gaga Cowboy in the main deck, okay? So the real reason was because I wanted all of my side deck slots. I wanted 15 and I didn't want to have to waste one. But I summoned this guy in attack position and attacked over Bestial Magnamute 4 different times today in 4 different matches. It just came up a bunch going second because it was just to make Zeus against Sprite. This was the best thing that I could go into. So I made Cowboy, did the most damage, attacked over the Bestial, made Zeus, summoned Dark summoned back their Magnamute, and then Zeus wiped the board. And then I had a search as well. So it's just like I just had too many resources. So this was perfect. I wouldn't change any of this. Yeah, this was super good. You make Muddragon a lot in this version. You don't make it so much in like the normal Ishizu tier version, but since I play so many Bestials, you make it a bunch. And then for the side deck, I played 3 Nibiru. So this might be a little bit of a surprise, but in the mirror match, they have to choose whether to play around Rule Kalos or whether to play around Super Poly by making Dragon Sepalia or play around Nibiru by making Rule Kalos. And all of my opponents today were playing around Super Poly, which I think is correct because I don't think that many people are on Nib. So I think Nib was like a really good choice. Also, Sprite players never respect this card. This card was always resolving against Sprite. And then for Flunder, I played Banshee, Zombie World, Duster. So my matchups today were, I played Naturio round 1, shout out to Derek. I played 5 sprites and 3 tiers after that in like various orders. So these cards did not come in once because these cards were strictly there for Flunder and for like Extra Sister, the Harpies. So these cards didn't come in. I would still play them because I think you need to respect Flunder. But and then the board breakers.
Jeez.
Oh god, yes. Rageki's crazy. Regeki was hard. I played a bunch of board breakers for Flunder, and honestly, I wasn't siding that many cards in most of my matches. Like, against Sprite, when you go second, you side in all 12 of these, because usually you can see any 1 or 2 and you can break the board, which is your normal tier cards. And so, like, you'd side out, like, all your Lubellians, all your Spell and Trap, your Crime, your Scream, and then all your Sereniers. And so you just side out, like, that whole engine and just put in board breakers, and it worked fantastic. So, yeah, I think that's it. One last shout out is I want to shout out all the players I played today. A lot of them were really cool. Shout out to my rounded opponent who didn't make Totally Awesome because he forgot to, and he still won. So got first place at the regional. Cool dude. And then shout out to my last opponent, Andrew. Really cool guy. So yeah, that's it. Thanks guys.